Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. Our telepathic storm has become a tempest. Mind flayers and civilians, side by side. This must be where they infect and transform the brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
That pod, is that Mizora inside?
Mizora? You're Zariel's asset.
My dumb little stinker. Took you long enough. Now, by Grazit's cock, get me out of this thing!
I'll do it, and you'll set me free. That was the deal.
Yeah. So, get to it already.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command. To your authority. The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
You did all right, Will. I'd give your belly a good rub, but never could stand the smell.
You're free, Mizora. I held up my end. Now you hold up yours. Sever the pact.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soulbearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? Gods damn you!
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Another one? Well, after jumping through all those hoops, a little treat wouldn't hurt. All that power. And to think you want to throw it away. Now, you've got business in the towers to take care of. Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Where am I needed? Looking ahead.
Zariel's asset was none other than Mizora herself. Of course. Tricks on top of tricks on top of tricks. But I've only got 6 months before I... No, scratch that. Thanks be to you. First, we kill Ketheric Thorm. What else is on your mind? My favorite subject. As if you needed to ask.
Every mind flayer, but there are others in the pods. Those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Smell blood. Down the hatch.
Where do I go from here? Outmaneuver them. Blood comes easy these days. What do I have to lose? This is my time. Finding my way.
Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. The Blade of Frontiers. The savior I needed, if not the one I deserved. I owe you an explanation. Much more. The others, the ambush. Tell me they survived? You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard... her. Their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again. with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. Until I realized what I'd done. Perhaps I fought. I don't recall. Either way, I was deemed unworthy of becoming a true soul. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends. But I know something of what you came to. Ketheric is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place. As you wish.
I don't know how. This is a bleeding shit. We came here to rescue Duke Ravengard. But we didn't stand a chance. Yeah. He was still human.
Descend. Obey. Evacuate.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place? Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around more than usual?
It senses something, doesn't it?
I'll keep my guard up.
No longer a background.
We found it.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Motherfucker. Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure. Like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I have played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting it under your nose all this time, and you ran from him.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketheric. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews. Again, 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 again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The Lash of Ball!
Now, it's really time we was going. We will empty this place, and Ketherick, and I am the hero.
It is time.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing, but the lore. Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. Find the... I will kill you now. With...
This is pointless. Ketherick is invincible so long as Night Song's rotting in his cage.
Time to move.
Worth the cost. Best be on my way.
Forever dauntless. Coming through.
Attack, soldiers!
A better position.
Fuck yes. Covered.
Still on my feet. Don't waste a step. Invidium here.
This is my time. Making my move.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Another fight. Let's go.
Battle favors the fearless.
Back in your cave!
Bye forever, pal.
So much for peace. Let's get this over with. Time to press ahead.
This is my time.
One life to my life. Sustain me, blade. Impossible. Death.
You have... Do what you must.
It's
In death.
Now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither a temporary... The crown, and it must... If the crown can do... One of the other is a Ketheric was a Bane, Baal, and they are known... Each... But what? I dare not imagine what they might achieve. The up within... And when the child...
No, stop me yet.
All right. Time to see what new horror's waiting for us.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the Absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Soul Sword Coast! He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who... He can't get away with what he's done. To me.
Like in there. Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast... We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? It is. And I did. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made...
The Cult of the Dragon. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen... I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the... There they were.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened.
Below the mount, I saw around each toe there was a crack of thunder and one of Tiamat's 5. That's when I felt she will destroy Baldur. She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the word. After, he said only 1 word. Go. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel.
She never stops. Does she? Not for a second.
Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mazora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I had Mazora at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Averna. The cultists choked on our poison. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is. I could flee to the spine of the world. I don't know that it was brave.
I'm glad that's still the case.
A curse lifted. There are depths to... Do illithids possess souls? Correct. Yet, the 3, a flock, until such time, be availed of my services.
It's... like you're mine. When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, you saved Thaniel. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant. Maybe. But I've seen the respect he inspires, and I hope you can save Duke Ravengard. For the good of Baldur's Gate. When this land fell to the curse, I should have gone with it. It's only fair I stay here and wait for him to awaken. You don't have to worry about me. The truth is, the Shadowfell broke something inside me. Something no healer can fix. I don't know how long I have, but because of you, Thaniel is safe. Because of you, I could help him as he helped me.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing. Ah, it's you, isn't it? You're the talk of this place, you know? I'm Isabel. And this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it. Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aelin! We'll see you later.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been. That sounds... slimy. Never mind your distasteful predilections. We need to talk about Wulbren. Oh, forget about that. Wulbren and the Iron Hand Gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them. With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend. I'll be seeing you at your camp.
Moonrise has been cleansed. Baldur's Gate is next.
Go home, Barcus, he says. Pah.
I owe you an apology. Barcus and I are another matter. I'm dealing with you right now. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light. Tough, but fair.
And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it. The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
I'll be seeing you at your camp.
We leave the heart. You did well. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. Halsin's strength. But if we are to succeed, we will need a good Baldur's Gate. Seek on it together.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Well, some
If Bowman says I'll be I just wish it was different. I wish Mum and Pops was here. I don't feel so strong.
Like forever.
What was it like in there?
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air. Like the curse itself knows its time is short. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side. And I'm glad to be had. Glad to be with you, I mean. I can't say for certain, but
We'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can...
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal. Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
Like forever.
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
Well, Wargaz failed to kill you. I won't make the same mistake.
find a way forward.
Ready for another round?
Fleet of foot. Time to push my luck again.
Poor fucker.
Morse curse!
No time to waste. Well, so much for peace.
My turn.
A hero at heart.
Keep your distance, darling.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Still breathing, despite... Oh, that took the edge off.
The Shadow Curse will soon be forgotten, thanks to us.
Looks like an army marched through here.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketherick. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
One final night in the open air, and then back to the city. Rest while you can. I fear that quite a bit of work awaits us.
By Balduran's helm, I wish we could have danced forever. Since we don't have forever, I wager the memory will have to do. Indeed. I shiver just thinking about it. That day can't come soon enough. Are you sure? The blade stands at an excellent choice. If
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. Not on purpose. Or not with the intent to deceive. I've been trying to make sense of it all. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me! Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last! My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
We are a powerful party indeed.
Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
Oakfather preserve you.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light. Hardly. I'm more than glad to leave that place behind. The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, like Netherese magic. Most Netherese artifacts. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely, that crown sits on a gargantuan Elder Brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. The only kind I have? Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
The events of the last days weigh heavily. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? You will not have long, but sleep is...
Hear me. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join power.
We're under attack. Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
out.
Try me.
On my way.
In position.
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
Blood comes easy these days.
That thing's about to blow.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Trust no. Plate at the ready.
I'd love to, thanks.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Hurry. I can't hold them back alone. It's not over. Come to the skull. Now! The skull! Come to the skull!
breathing, despite everything. Light on my feet.
Two steps at a time.
Right, Karlak. It's go time.
It's not over. Come to the skull. Help me. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him. Don't let him help me. I am the reason you are free. We are more alike than you want to admit. Now, help me. The God. Do it now. Together. honor guard.
Gods, it's hot in here. Find a route.
Making my move.
Where do I go from here?
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
By the living gods! No more visions, no more lies. I expect answers. Now!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. To remind me of the heights from which... But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed, his hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power. He refused. And so she sealed him within this prison. His honor guard, ever loyal, followed him in. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, you would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. You are already more Illithid than you realize. It has improved you. You seek to reverse an inevitable process, a process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you. I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced Elder Brain. But But in case you change your mind... look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control. We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Baldur's Gate is right over the hills. And so is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem, the world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks. We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. Doesn't it sound delightful? For the lucky little vampire on the winning side. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better. Look, all I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us. We should get to them first. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Oh, thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
Anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
What in the hells was that?
An earthquake, maybe. I don't remember one ever shaking the city.
Could be a spy for the Absolute. Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these Baldurians?
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly
The flaming fists are supposed to... Oh. Another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldur. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
Nice to be in a crowd of normal
We
people
pay
for
taxes
once.
for you to protect us, not these
Really?
intruders.
I prefer my company. Extraordinary.
Oh, thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Gortash.
Excuse you? I didn't need that prick to make me who I am.
Stay back.
Oh, you're right, of course. Forgive me.
All good, Fangs.
Criminals, and we won't have them.
File a report, and I'm sure the Manic will deal with it.
You're coddling these vagabonds, and don't give a rat's ass about honest citizens. Instant.
Nowhere else to go, you heartless sod.
It's not my problem now, is it? If you don't get out of there,
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. They're a danger to all of us.
Oh, yeah?
Got diseases?
Gonna get your
Then any one of them
thugs
could
to
be a
butcher
spy
my
for
wife
the
and kid,
Absolute.
are you?
That's
Back
not
off
what
and
I
return to your
meant.
homes.
But if you do
That's
insist on continuing to be difficult...
Instead of these scruffy outlanders.
Stay back.
Stay back? You're in my house.
The house was empty.
I'm not paying.
Just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
We've been seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
Nowhere else
do
to
you
go, you heartless sod.
That's not my problem.
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I don't see why I should be explaining myself. It's my property. They are on it, unlawfully.
Look, we needed somewhere to live. This place was empty and it had walls. I've got children for tears' sake. My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
Ye gods, this guy's begging to get smacked.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them. Fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Eat it.
Shall we cut and run? Morse cut!
No time for mercy.
On the victor's path, fleet of foot. Here goes nothing.
Follows me everywhere.
Oh, that took the edge off.
Chance to make some coin.
All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before.
I'm not asking for much. Just a teensy investment to get me started.
lesson, right?
Dad, what's that monster?
That's just a man in a costume. He's not real.
But costumes don't drool, Dad.
Ready. They're damn near chomping at the bit.
You want to see Dribbles the clown, don't you?
Yeah.
Then let's go inside. Don't be scared.
Do you think Dribbles will have his animal friends with him?
Of course. He never travels without his friends. Let's go.
The creepy monster thing.
Stop?
Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
Kick 'em all out.
Dad, what's that monster?
That's just a man in a costume. He's not real.
But costumes don't drool, Dad.
You want to see Dribbles the clown, don't you?
He wants to teach them refugees
Yeah.
a lesson, right?
Then let's go inside. Don't be scared.
Do you think Dribbles will have his animal friends with him?
Of course.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extraplanar circus there is.
A circus! Can we go?
This entire place practically vibrates with a familiar, excitable magic. You feel your patron giggle from afar. It's fey magic.
Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Blood! Tasty blood! So delicious!
Speak, Benjamin. Is he safe? Killed before, but doesn't smell like a cultist. Ugh, wanted to eat murderer. Well, murderer or not, I can take no chances. I'm afraid you'll have to move along. No circus for you.
You feel your patron bristle with 1,000 briars at the rejection. It places some barbed words on your tongue. A weapon, should you need it.
Forgive me. I must have misspoken. Welcome to the circus of the last days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
Dad, what's that monster?
That's just a rumor.
Prizes! Approach, ugly one. Yes, behold, Akabi's Wheel of Wonders. Spin to win prizes beyond your tiny imagination and make your miserable life more bearable. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. Will the Wheel of Wonders dub you worthy? Come,
let's see what you're hiding.
Crime can pay, but...
Come, mortals, and try your luck.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Surely no one will notice.
Prizes found only in the most exotic of planes. You failed to win the grand prize. Yes! You will win the jackpot this time. I am sure of it. Impossible. You thief! You cheated! You dare! Enjoy the jackpot, muley turd!
Damn that Ginny. Where am I? maledicted! Die! Feel that one later. I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
At what you do. I promise.
Watch your back.
I've got a long road ahead.
How did the despicable cheater enjoy his vacation? Akabi is delighted you enjoyed it, repugnant mortal.
Oh, hungry little hobgoblin. Want a treato? I has lots of treatos, and magics, and junks I finds. Don't worry. I only takes junks from dead people. I is nice. Shut up! Stupid sweat, piss, incense smeller! Junks and magics for sale! Mostly bloodstain free! Get your shinies and treatos! It's been an age since your last break, my darling. All right. I shall stop fussing. Every sale, Papa Seti. Seti. Papa sells good things. Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstain free. You are the very best at what you do. I promise. Get your shinies and treatos! Oh, darling, don't forget that Dragon Ball sauna. It's due shortly. Is someone excited to work on the handsome Dragon Ball? Every sale, Papa Seti. Seti. Papa sells good things. Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstain free. Since your last break, my darling. Get it right this time, or I'll resurrect someone who can. Get your shinies and
You say grapevine, then pivot step. Jacob, you have the grace of my great-grandmother's missing leg. Ah! And Boris, put some sensuality into those lovely hip bones. I know you have it in you. Step it up. Interrupting a massacre? Merkel, help me. These three make the art of dance look like a ritual sacrifice. Call me Lucretius, ringmaster, necromancer, bringer of the night. Oh, and wine lover extraordinaire. Normally, I'd invite you into my tent for a lovely vintage, but these graceless skellies need my full attention. Enjoy my circus, darling. Oh, that's it. Make love to the air, skellies.
Maybe later, Peanut. He doesn't look too good.
I think he looks fine.
Buddy the dog is my very best friend. Do you know why? Why? Because with him, anything is possible. Way!
Between you and me, I love a good clown. And Dribbles is the best.
Did you hear about the scarecrow who lost a fight? He got the stuffing kicked out of him. Way! Oh, you're all such good friends. I've had a wonderful time, but I have to go. Oh, well, if you insist. How about a magic trick? But first, I need a volunteer with nerves of steel and the heart of a lion. Who will it be? Who?
A prickling hum runs through your very being. Your patron does not trust this clown. Not one bit.
You, my special assistant. Come on up.
You stare, but glean no ill intent from the clown.
Come now! Don't be a cowardly cunt now! Up, up! Double sharp! Or poor Buddy here might think. A round of applause for the stalwart heart! always tell children that they're special, that each and every one of them is unique.
You notice the clown reaching for something behind his back.
Tell me, what makes you special? No. I don't care about your special friends. I'm talking about you. You, my friend, are the most special person in the circus, in all of Baldur's Gate. Does anyone know why?
Why?
You're special, my friend, because I have a message just for you. Praise the Absolute.
You sense something behind you. Instinct takes over.
To bleed? Is this part of the show? Praise the Absolute.
I always knew I'd die at a circus.
I got this. Under their noses. One, two.
No choice but to keep going. May the gods take you. Let's go.
Forever Dauntless.
A shapeshifter. Not to state the obvious, but this circus is no place for children.
Oh dear. Screaming children, an oozing corpse, and it's not even my birthday. I thought the Absolute wouldn't dare set foot in my circus. To use such a woeful Dribbles impersonator, why, it's downright rude. When you run a plane-hopping circus of ragtags and ruffians, few things faze you. Alas, I cannot afford to lose any more staff. Funerals are so very expensive. I need to move the circus. But I cannot leave just yet. Not without Dribbles. He was a star. Customers of every color and creed simply adored him. I need him back, and I'll shower the person who finds him in love, adoration, and adequate compensation. What do you say? Even better! Corpses are wonderful employees. They aren't picky about things like working from home or eating. That's the spirit, darling. And remember, I look after those who make me happy. Good luck, and thanks ever so much.
Junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstain free. Get your shiny... Oi! Give that back! It's my special hand! I found it by the clown man's tent. Fought a rat for it and everything's. It's a one-of-a-kind hand with artisanal bite marks. It's worth lots. More magic peoples gets the best stuff. Fine. But don't tell nobodies I gave it to you for free. Got to protect my reputation as a tough business lord. Every sale, Papa
Hey, good looking.
30. Papa sells good things.
Don't forget that Dragonborn's order. It's due shortly. Is someone excited to work on the handsome Dragonborn? Good. You shall make
junks and magics for sale. Mostly
well,
bloodstained
in it.
free.
How many red cows? It won't. Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes.
It would be most pleasing to sleep indoors.
Fine. You're the one who took a beating.
Fawning your white ring survived the beat. Let that be the end of it.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. Thank you. I wouldn't normally speak so harshly, but these are rather unique circumstances. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our High Priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Chares's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really. I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
By allowing his faithful to suffer the most.
place is trapped.
Against Father Lorcan, and may to rest his soul. But his methods need to rest with him. We need change. I warned the temple of exactly this. Exactly
Swear
this.
it.
They take your gold, but they leave your rings.
I thought we'd be safe.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Absolutely not. We've hit our quota for mangy strays.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
think this might be it. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the bit sweaty, but up, can't wait to be home. Any...
The Duke. Ravengard, I think. I heard he's a good man.
Let us talk to him. Please, if you could just...
We have the Duke's full support. For the good of the...
Still needs murders. Still unsolved. Front page material.
Stillmain is dead. This does not bode well.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
My good lady, I am Will Ravengard. I will not pay to enter my own city.
Ravengard? Ugh, more like the ghastliest tiefling south of Neverwinter. No refugees. It is decreed. Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name? Oh, take it up with the Duke if you don't like it. Now, your name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct you...
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in...
State your business. I'm doing the questioning here. Now, your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost...
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in it. It has heard the howls of... It has seen the deep shadows of Grimfall. It knows the cold walls of... The Watcher speaks directly into your...
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people. Your peaceful surrender has been noted. You will be transferred to Worms Rock Prison, where you will await further sentencing.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains,
back!
heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is
Find
imminent.
those little bastards, or I'll have your heads!
Page material. That'll make a great headline.
Another quake.
That's curious.
What's going on?
It's the Elderbrain. There's something happening to
This way! Hurry up!
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
Need to get the quantities just right.
You're here. Good luck. This damn city's more treacherous than the Underdark.
Men, women, children, all... A decade ago, Baldur's Gate... Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people... To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own...
There you are. Good. We need to strategize. Wulbrin is planning something. Lots of moving parts. I'm still trying to suss the details myself. Some. But what he has planned is unthinkable. Maybe you can help him see sense. Someone has to.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together. Not while the Gondians' metal monsters are patrolling the streets. The Steel Watch, they're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. A tyrant's nothing without lackeys. And the Gondians are the perfect lackeys. Dangerously intelligent, pathetically submissive. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking. It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. There is no other way. But I believe in second chances. When you come crawling back here, and you will, we can talk.
A rune powder bomb? Huh. What the devil has he become? You'll hear no argument on that score. But using rune powder on the Gondians? They are inventors, just like us. Persnickety and self-important, too. But we all have our moments. Something is wrong. Very wrong. You did well refusing Wulbren's proposition, but I fear he'll find some fool who'll plant his bomb. The Gondians deserve a chance to plead their case before being blown to pieces. Please, find out what's going on. That's all I ask. Questions first, violence later. And only if absolutely necessary.
Fascinating. Outraged.
Not for communal use.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
We're getting a real
Going inside.
brothel, pleasure house, den of decadence.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh, Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Yes, you do. And what better place to do business than in the home of the oldest trade? Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
An elf. Such temptation. I loved many in my day, but never one so fair. Grace. Elegance just waiting to be shattered. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. It's Fion you seek. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another.
You have the key to my heart in that.
I put it on especially for you.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assist.
Gods. Stelmane is...
Forget your work. These
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
I found so many victims for Cazador here. Kind of people no one would ever miss.
You'd think a bunch of martyrs. Happy to see a trader.
No, you have.
Soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all the...
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done, and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom. And you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me! You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this. All right, let's go.
Watchful eyes upon...
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they...
Don't touch me.
Not everyone subscribes to what is...
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these...
Whatever's behind that lo...
How delicious.
No time to rest.
Blood near the bed.
I notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed. corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered by my son. Oh man, that's awful. Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why? Killed folk slowly. He liked it. Theon Gold Grind. Dwarf like me. Dresses in red.
The spell's power wanes.
A list of names. Father Lorgan's on here, crossed off. A target list, perhaps?
The librarian.
Rest. Also
I can't hear you. It's such a
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well? What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Everyone in Sharesh's caress is a professional.
Whoa. Slow down, sweetie.
Up there. Danfalan's dancing axe. The Harper safe house Jahira mentioned. Hells, not this again.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
Not close to Duke O.
You having a look? The joke's on you. No entry. That's the end of it. Valyria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
The city fell under Gortash.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. I admire your audacity, but it'll be the death of you. Ketheric had an army of corpses and a crumbling tower. I have a city and an army of steel. It will be better for us both to resolve our differences amicably. And I have the perfect venue. Allow me to formally invite you to...
We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Please make your way to the audience chamber. Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have to whistle.
Mizora, I've had enough. You owe your life to me. Time to end the pact.
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most unbecoming. Heard about your father. The Absolute's puppet. A damned travesty, if you ask me. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid party, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after.
Of the Absolute. As the Absolute's forces stalk ever closer, take some and know that we will be protected.
Such a good job.
Good. Once Gortash clears off the cultists.
Some tavern. I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to you.
Hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
No. I must say, if this is a practical joke, it's not very amusing.
Why, a serial killer? Oh, that's terrible. Master Metzley? Are you quite all right?
It was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect! You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face. And I will peel it from your skull, should you interfere again.
Quick! As long as he goes loose, the killings won't stop.
Let's stick to rules from now on. Much less dangerous.
I still can't believe... Why would anyone want to kill me? Thank you for saving us.
We're not supposed to be enjoying the festival. We're working. Are you drunk?
Not drunk enough to listen to your